Qataris have always had a history of sustainable living since time immemorial. Faced with a harsh, arid climate where little grew, it was the resourcefulness of the people that allowed us to make the most of the land that nature bestowed on us. Qatar may have been blessed with untold wealth with the discovery of oil and gas. We know that we cannot depend on today's wealth forever. Instead, we are parlaying our petrodollars into new and lasting ventures that will sustain us in the future. Guided by the 4 pillars of the Qatar National Vision 2030, we are forging ahead to build a knowledge society where nothing is impossible. Our pavilion design takes its inspiration from the jiffair, or basket that is central to the Qatari food story. A jiffair is used to store food. It symbolizes commerce and trading. It will be weaved into the pavilion narrative and represented by the curved wall of the food basket theatre, which runs through the various facets of our pavilion story. As you walk up to the entrance of the pavilion, video totems will give you snippets of what to expect. Section 1. My Qatar, My Life, Our Country. As you enter the first section, holographic life-size projections
Benvenuti in Qatar. أهلا وسهلا بكم في قطر. Welcome to Qatar.
and time-lapse videos captivate the visitor and give an introduction to this vibrant city-state. Hear it from the mouths of all who live here. See how Qatar has grown from a sleepy backwater to a modern nation with the highest per capita income in the world. Section 2. Marhaba. Come discover our sofra. Qataris are known for their legendary hospitality. An interactive table will enhance the immersive experience that awaits the visitor. Point to a dish from the table and a nugget of information unfolds. We want you to enjoy its many facets through a multi-touch experience, letting you and your friends touch, hear, and see. How we ensure food security is the main thrust of our pavilion. We will explore the food security matrix that influences how food gets to our table, what we grow, how we store our food to diminish wastage, and how we trade. Section 3. Seeding Sustainability. Planting the seeds for a better future. What we grow, how we grow. Guided by the Qatar National Vision 2030, Qataris are thinking outside the box. Undeterred by the inhospitable landscape, we are putting into place new technologies and innovative solutions to achieve the impossible. By daring to push the boundaries, Qataris are developing new technologies that will have ramifications beyond our immediate needs. While looking to the future, we have not forgotten our past. The Filaha Text Project, which codifies the inherited wisdom of Arab agronomists from the 10th to the 14th centuries, is proof of how much we value our heritage. But the quest for food security cannot come at the expense of increasing our carbon footprint. Hence the push to develop new green technologies such as renewable energy and other initiatives like desalination and aquifer rejuvenation. Section 4. Qatar's food basket, how we store and distribute food. This section focuses on ways to preserve food better and reduce wastage. We will explore the distribution network that brings food from the farms to our table. Section 5. Global Outreach. How we trade. International trade will remain the primary means of meeting Qatar's food requirements, since Qatar currently imports 90% of its food. Building relationships through the Global Dryland Alliance, being a major world aid donor, and lending a helping hand to agricultural communities all over the globe are things that resonate closely with how Qatar views itself on the world stage. Qatar Food Basket Theatre. The highlight of the visit comes when visitors enter the Jafar-inspired circular spiral theatre. The audience will be enthralled with a sense-around immersive theatre experience. It will highlight how Qatar is taking the lead in spearheading new technology, building relationships to tackle food shortage, and feeding the planet in a sustainable way.
Almost 40% of the Earth's surface is the kind of terrain where little will grow. But there are more and more mouths to feed. By 2030, there'll be more than 8 billion of us. In Qatar, we've learned to live with what nature has given us. Poor soils and lack of water meant that we had to find new ways of living sustainably. Today, we know not to squander our mineral wealth. That's why we reinvest our revenues in innovative ventures that will sustain us into the future. We may be the world's largest exporter of the cleanest fossil fuel, natural gas, but our mission to achieve food security will not involve enlarging our carbon footprint. Our blueprint is based on the 4 pillars of the Qatar National Vision for 2030. It seeks to build a knowledge-based society that values creativity and critical thinking. Ours is a journey of continuous transformation. Our educational and research institutions are busy tackling the challenges of desert living. That's why Qatar is at the forefront of research into the green technologies of tomorrow. Our leading role in the Global Drylands Alliance will give those with a similar climate the benefit of our innovations. And that's why we're pioneering new rose varieties in the desert, not for their beauty, but because the technologies involved have agricultural applications for the good of mankind, to enrich agricultural communities worldwide and ensure humanity's food supplies. This is what Qatar does best, seeding sustainability for our citizens and for the world as a whole.
Souk area and restaurant. Visitors exit the theatre and enter the souk. Where lifelike dioramas and food tasting help the visitor trace the intriguing journey of Qatari food from ancient times to the present day. And finally, we put a nice finishing touch to your visit with the sharing of some traditional Arabic coffee and sweets. As you journey through the Qatar Pavilion, you will see how we are sowing the seeds that will guarantee us a sustainable future, where food security reigns supreme, investing in new technologies that will benefit not just Qataris, but all of mankind.